Hello and welcome back to my channel. My name is Danielle. My channel's name is Knee Deep in Stitches, and it's typically going to be podcast episodes about knitting and crochet. But today I'm doing something a little bit different. I'm going to see how much I can knit in a day. It is currently 8:50. Let me show you that. It's currently 8:50 in the morning here in Arizona, and I have a few hours before my husband's off of work and before I need to go and work on dinner and things like that. So I am going to see how much I can knit in a day, and I thought it would be fun to do these kind of videos like maybe once a month to have like an extra video, because typically I'm going to only be doing one video a month. I don't want to overexert myself or anything with editing and creating and things like that. So today I am going to be working on 4 different whips. I have a couple of them you've seen. I have the throw blanket that I'm working on, the oversized neon cardigan that I'm working on. I have a couple of other whips. I have one Tunisian crochet whip, which is just going to be a dish towel. And then the one that I'm going to start off with is going to be from this book. It's called Vampire Knits. I've had this book for quite some time, and I have been wanting to make something from it for a while, and I think I've only made like one thing, and I think it was a beanie when I first got this book, but I was looking through it. I was like, I need to work on something. And then I saw this hoodie. This is the Laura hoodie by Cerelia Rose. It's an intermediate skill level according to this book. We'll see how that goes, because I consider myself like an advanced beginner, or like an intermediate beginner, so we'll see. I kind of like that this might challenge my skill set and things like that, so I'm going to start with that one. I'm currently just working on the sleeves, and I made some changes because I wanted it to give it like a little eyelet lacy effect towards the bottom, so I kind of did a little bit of altering of the pattern. I'm also not knitting the sleeves in the round. I'm knitting them flat and then going to seam them. The pattern calls for knitting them in the round. I was getting frustrated with my double pointed needles, so I decided not to do that. And it's crazy because I typically don't have issues with double pointed needles, but I was just not having it the other day when I was trying it. So I was like, you know what, we're gonna do it this way. I'm gonna alter some things. I'm gonna make this work for me. So that's what we're gonna go ahead and do. I'm going to go ahead and change the angle of the camera and possibly be watching some YouTube of my own. I have some podcasts I need to catch up on, so I'll be doing that. And in between, I'll be chatting and things. I'm hoping that this video is no longer than 30 minutes with the magic of editing. We will see what happens. I may take breaks here and there to like eat, or, you know, just give my hands a moment. So things like that will happen. We'll see how much I get done today. And yeah, let me know if you've ever done anything like this where you try to see how much you can get done in like a certain time frame with knitting. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and adjust the camera, and the next thing you'll see is me working on my Laura hoodie. Okay, so it is now 9:59. Oh, did it go away? It is 9:59. So I've been knitting and working on stuff for about an hour, or working on my Lore hoodie for about an hour now. And I just kind of wanted to check in and let you know how it went. So I finished one of the sleeves. I need to weave in the ends, so you know, not 100% done yet, but hey, we're there. But I finished the first sleeve, and then I was able to do my long tail cast on and the first row of the next sleeve. So I would say that's pretty successful for the hour. I was hoping to get further on the second sleeve, but hey, you know, each their own. Maybe I'll do a second round of this. I don't know. I just kind of want to see where I get to with each project and kind of what happens. I'm going to set this project aside and just kind of be happy with where I got with that, especially since I just started it yesterday. I wouldn't say I'm the world's fastest knitter. I am still learning. My knitting technique is not exactly where I want it to be, but hey, we're working on it. So the next project I'm going to work on is going to be my Tunisian crochet dish towel. I put a stitch marker because I want to see how much I can get done in like the next hour-ish, and then, you know, check in, switch to a different project. So I'm gonna go ahead and get started with this one. I'll show you a little bit, and then I'll probably just go back to watching some YouTube videos. So let me get the camera again in the right area, and we will start this one. It is 11:10 and this is how far from that stitch marker I was able to get with some Tunisian crochet. I did take a bit of a break just to eat something, so maybe I could have gotten more done, I don't know. But again, that's what it looks like. I love, so this is one of the Caron this is the ripple cotton, the Caron like cakes ripple cotton is what it is, and I absolutely love this for like dish towels. I like the back because it's good for like scrubbing areas, and then you know the front just looks nice and neat. This is done with the Tunisian simple stitch, and so it does roll, but after using it a few times it doesn't really do that anymore. I have 3 of these made, and this will be the 4th one. I just kind of like to have them to rotate through, and I really absolutely love this. And out of these cakes I can usually get 2. I do these where they're about 12 inches long, and they just work really, really well for me in the kitchen. So yeah, I mean, I wish I could have gotten further. I haven't Tunisian crocheted in a while, so like getting back into it, I found that I was moving a bit slower than I typically do when I do it. So, you know, gotta work on that again. But yeah, so that is how far I got on project number 2. Let's go ahead and bring out the next project. So if you guys remember from watching, if you've watched my podcast, if you haven't, I will go ahead and link down the first episode because I've only done 1 episode so far, but you know. So this is my oversized cardigan, or it will be. Currently I have 1 panel done and sewn on, and I am working on the next panel. I started this at the beginning of this week, so this is where that stitch marker is. I'm actually going to go ahead and move it up towards the top because I do want to see where I get in that hour. I'm hoping to finish this so that I can stitch it on and then start the sleeves and start the ribbing. I keep debating whether I'm going to do like buttons on this so that I can button it closed, but I'm not so sure that that's going to be a thing that I do. And then yeah, I like how, so the front and then the back, I like how it's slightly different, and then when you see them together, I don't know, I'm so happy with how this is turning out, especially since this is kind of just I'm winging it project. So you know, yeah. So okay, I'm gonna go ahead and I will start by just kind of showing you a little bit of me working on it, and then I will check back in a few, and hopefully, cross our fingers, within the next hour or so I will have this panel completely done. Make me so happy. Okay, I'm back and it is 12:53. I just kind of got in the groove of working on this and I was like, I can finish this panel. I'm just gonna finish it and then we'll work on the next thing and go from there. So I finished the panel. That's from where we started today to here. And I'm so excited that I finished that because that means that this is going to get stitched on to this. And then, you know, I can either start the sleeves or I can start the ribbing. I really haven't decided which way I'm going to go with that just yet, but I am super excited with how much I've been able to accomplish so far today. It's been a lot of fun kind of seeing how can I move on to the next part of this project? Where is this going to go? You know, it's also kind of showing me, you know, if I had this much time every single day, I wish. I don't. Today was just a rare day. We had decided to clean this weekend, so I actually had a day where I don't really have to do anything except for cook dinner later. Weird. So I am enjoying my day of knitting and getting some stuff done and, you know, working on it for a chunk of time. And I'm kind of thinking that I might want to start doing something where I focus my day or like a part of my day on working on a project for just a chunk, just being like, okay, for this next hour, this is what I'm working on. I don't really do that. I kind of sit and watch TV and I kind of knit for a few minutes, watch TV, go back to knitting. It's not like a sustained period of time, I guess, but I mean, it's been interesting and I'm excited for how much closer a lot of my projects are to being finished by doing this. Okay, so the final project I'm going to work on today is going to be my knitted Afghan that I've been working on. I already put a stitch marker in this because I wasn't sure when I was going to work on this and I wanted to see kind of progress. So we already have a stitch marker kind of marking where I've started. This is how big this is. Again, this is just going to be a throw. It's not going to be massive. I'm probably going to switch colors from this and go into the next. So the gray color is probably what I'll be using next here, just to kind of change it up a bit. That's what I like about doing like a striped Afghan, is I can change the color as much as I want. That's why a lot of times you won't see me working in 100% solid colors, because I feel like I could visually see the progress more with things that change colors, like my neon cardigan, this Afghan, even this dishcloth, because it changes colors and stuff. So this is kind of out of my norm of doing just one color, but I digress. We're gonna go ahead. I'm going to adjust the camera so you can watch me knit on this in a little bit, and then I will work for about an hour. It might be a little over an hour, might be a little under an hour, and then I will be back to check in and kind of talk to you about how today went. Well, I'm back. You want to see the progress on my Afghan? It's not as dramatic as some of the other progress I've had on things, but oh no, where did it go? I lost it. No, I didn't. It's right there. I thought I lost the stitch marker. Okay, so as you can see from where that stitch marker is, all of the gray is what is new here on this project. So that's what I was able to accomplish. I guess I should tell you what time it is. It is, it is 2:06 p.m. and so it's a little over an hour that I worked on that. My hands are now like, I'm done working on projects. I mean, I was able to work on quite a few different things today, and that was really kind of a success. And just to kind of take a day to just work on projects and knit. I think I'm going to try and do something like this once a month. And I even thought about possibly doing one where I just work on a project a day and like check in every couple hours or something, and just to kind of see how that goes. So if that's something you guys would like to see, let me know in the comment section down below. I don't know, I found this very interesting. It was kind of interesting to see how much I could get done on each project in kind of just chunks of time, and just working on a bunch of different things. I really enjoyed that. I feel like today was very successful in terms of just being able to work on some things, get some things done, have a very relaxing kind of day. I use knitting as a way to relax, so this was very much welcomed. Well, if you guys enjoyed this video, please give it a like and subscribe to my channel. It would really help me out and I'd greatly appreciate it. I hope you guys have a great night, day, wherever you are, and bye!